I was going through my collection lately and I noticed that I had quite a few of these M2s, particularly their Auto Drivers line and their Detroit Muscle line. So I figured I'd lay out a few for you all just to show you the cars and, you know, give my personal thoughts on them. You can see this one right here is a 71 Charger. It's been like tricked out, you know, whole 9 yards with this one. I really like the paint work. They've done more metallic kind of flakes in the paint. Very nice and almost glittery almost actually. But this car here is my personal favorite just because it's basically a plain version of what I just showed you. And I kind of like that. It's going from just the old school kind of racer look. It's, you know, it doesn't have those crazy tire setup like the last one did, but just like how simple it is. I like the color they used. The Camaro here, I don't know, I don't really like it that much. This particular one, at least. I really would have wished they'd just gone for chrome for the wheels. Instead, they kind of just gone for gray, just like the body color. I like the front. I like how they did the grille. They got the chrome trim around it. I think it's supposed to be the Z28 logo in there. I like the headlights too. You know, it's a good car. Definitely a good model. I'm just not a big fan of this year of the Camaro. If we have a look at these cars, you can see that they do have opening features, particularly the doors and the hoods. The interior on these are really nicely detailed for the scale. The engine bays on these are really nicely painted on some, and others have some really good details on them. This one's kind of just middle of the road. But this car overall, I mean, this is a good looking car. The tires on these cars are not too thick, not too thin. They are kind of semi-proportional to the scale. Definitely a little wide, but overall pretty good. Not like any of those green lights with those bulldozer tires, that's for sure. They even have license plates on these cars. I mean, and if you have a look at the fuel cap, I mean, that's some real nice detail. You can even see the Charger logo. They have it in the tail lights, I think. Here, I can barely read it. Yep, Charger. And then they have, I think, Charger again on the sides. Here's another example. It's definitely an interesting take they went with this one. Of course, it's a Plymouth Hemi Cuda, as you can see. These cars are, like I said, really good details all around and great paintwork on them. Open up the base here. I really like the front on this Hemi Cuda. Very well detailed. If we open up the interior, and I forgot you can't do it on this one because of the little plastic holder that keeps the doors in place. But on this side, it's already open, and you can see actually, you know, painted seats and whatnot. Just really like this car in particular. I mean, nice details. Look at those wheels. Those are amazing. Engine bay. Of course, it's got the shaker on there, so it's not going to be very easy to see, but it's been painted. And of course, the shaker does stick through the hood, which doesn't actually like to close that well on this one, but, you know, I kind of want to leave it open just to how good it looks all around. The paint itself, actually, in this case, has like a metallic flake to it. It's really interesting. This car is amazing how they've done it, especially with that logo in the back there, those stripes. They even got the little thin line kind of going around the edge of the logo, or the stripes, I should say. The front, I mean, I've seen Johnny Lightning do better with these headlights, for sure, but still, it's pretty good. The interior on this one is pretty bland. It's just all black plastic, but still, I mean, it's a good addition to have there. I mean, opening doors and whatnot. Of course, the hood opens on this one as well. The last one I have to show you here is this 442. I don't like where they have, on these ones, you know, because they have that little piece of metal going down from the hood. They don't really close all the way. They kind of get stuck up in the grill area, but, you know, if you like displaying them open, which you probably would, especially considering how good the engine bay is on this one. Just look at that. We got a lot of details with that one. 442 on the side. It's a great showpiece, this car. You got the, this one's kind of got less of like a metallic, it's a metallic flake, but it's more spread about. It's not as even on the other one. It's just interesting though. 442 again. Opening doors as well. On this one, we actually have windows. Some of these cars though with the doors actually get misaligned, and if you have a look here, they don't really shut all the way. But this one has a really good interior. Look at those seats. Even in the back seats, they're painted. Yeah, just like I said, these cars are real nice. Kind of expensive. A little bit more expensive than like a Greenlight, just plastic clamshell. But yeah, they're, all self-contained. They have, the display cases already with them. The nice bases with the diamond plating on it. So if you can, especially if you can get these for cheaper than $10, it would be a really good deal. Even considering the fact that these cars usually go around $10, whether they be in store or not, they still make a really great deal if you're an enthusiast about that car. Of course, they make a wide variety of different muscle cars. I've seen, of course, Dodges, Plymouths, I think a few Fords, and they also have their other lines, Japanese cars like Datsuns, and if you like the Nissan GTR, they definitely got that for you. Overall, I really like what M2's doing here. I like the cars they're making. Got an interesting selection, that is for sure. I mean, if this car has anything to say about interesting collections. So, definitely would recommend them.